Hi, I'm Callum from Tyne Valley Motorhomes, and this is the handover video of the Toyota Proace Lunar camper. So located beside the back driver's wheel, you've got your wastewater exit. So you get a pipe to put in here, then you would need to put that into a bucket or waste master to catch your wastewater. And you've got your freshwater drain tap as well. So when draining off the fresh water, you just open up here and drain it off. Ensure that it's drained down for the winter to avoid this water from freezing. While connecting the vehicle to mains, this is your mains connection point. So you'd get your hookup lead, lift the collar up and slide it onto the connection on the vehicle first before connecting it up to your site, or if you're storing it at home, connecting it to the socket at home for home charging, and do it in reverse order when unhooking to avoid walking around with a live lead. To turn your gas bottle on, you've got a handy little cap here which you can remove and pop your hand in and turn the bottle on and off. So it's the red stop on the top of the bottle which you would get in and turn the bottle on and off up here, or you can open this hatch here and get into the actual cylinder if you needed to take it off or replenish the bottle. So this is your gas. Turn that off when you're traveling, make sure it's turned back on when you arrive on your site. If you want to use the gas appliances, make sure it's always securely fastened in, and when you're ready to unhook it, just unscrew it from the bottle. So spin the bottle, this will come off and you can replenish it with another 907 camping gas bottle. To fill the vehicle with fuel, located on the back passenger quarter, you've got your diesel filler cap. So release the cap, pop the fuel in and then pop the cap back on. Opening the passenger door, and at the bottom here you've got the location of where the AdBlue goes. Because this is a new diesel styled engine, which is a clean engine, it takes AdBlue. So a light up on the dash when it needs it, and when you need to fill it, all you need to do is take the cap off, pop the AdBlue filling hose from this petrol station in here and fill it until it is full. And normally with something like this, they'll do about 5,500–6,000 miles on a full tank of AdBlue. Located here as well, this is your bonnet release. So if you need to be underneath the bonnet to look at your fluids and your levels, lift the bonnet up and you'll be able to get access to them. Now underneath the bonnet you've got your various fluids. So the main one you're going to need is screen wash, followed by your coolant. You've got your oil filler and your dipstick for checking your levels. And then you do have your battery, so you've got your negative and positive terminals on your battery. So if you ever need to jump start it, take the covers off and you'll get terminals to put your crocodile clips onto. And to open the bonnet, your second catch is in the middle here, so just pop your hand round, lift this up and you'll be able to pop the bonnet up. So this is your 12-volt control panel. To operate, turn on the master switch first, which is this switch here, which will give you 12 volt off your leisure battery or 230 volt if you're hooked up to mains. You can view the volts of your leisure battery here, and that is showing a charging rate of 14 volts, so that means we're hooked up. To get a true reflection of the battery, unhook the vehicle. Then you can turn on your auxiliary, your lights, which you've got 2 switches, and your water pump. But make sure that you've got water on board before you turn your water pump on. So located in the sliding door, directly behind the driver's door, you've got your freshwater filling point. So what you need to do is you need to carry a hose pipe with some hose pipe fittings, put your flat end of the hose into the van, so that'll go into here, and fill it until you have enough water on board. To heat the vehicle, it's fitted with a Ibispacha diesel heater, and you need to make sure that you've got a quarter of a tank of diesel or more in the main engine tank. And then to turn on, press, adjust the temperature. So there's the heat there. you'd press enter, adjust the temperature to suit, press enter. You can then start a timer, or you can just leave it on this figure of 8 and press enter again, and then it's saying it's on, and it's currently 12 degrees, but it's going to heat it up to 23 degrees like I've selected. You can use this when you're driving as well to keep the back passengers warm, or just to put it on in the winter so that when you get to your site, the back of the van's nice and toasty. And then to turn it off, you would just press here, and now it's saying off, and then you can turn it back on like so. This is showing that the 2 gas burner rings are lit and working, so they've got a built-in ignition for sparking the both burners. Make sure that though once you have had them on, you turn them off before shutting and allowing it to cool before putting the glass lid down. It gives you the max size of pans there, so 16 centimeters on there and 22 on there maximum, otherwise you put too much strain on the burner with any bigger pans. And then this is just showing that your cold water tap is working, and you can hear the water pump as it's kicking in to pressurize the water to this tap. So to operate your 12-volt compressor fridge, to adjust the temperature, it's at the back here, so you can set it to min or max so it gets cool, and then once you put your shopping in, you can turn it down so it doesn't cause any ice within the fridge. And then make sure that the master switch always turned on. If you turn the master switch off, it turns the fridge off. So if you're wanting it to stay, if you're pre-chilling it at home or you're on a site and you're going out for the day, just turn your lights off, but leave the master switch on, as it allows the fridge to continue to get a source of 12 volt. With the master switch isolated, the fridge goes off as well. And make sure when you're not using it, you leave the door open, as it's got a rubber seal on and it will trap the air and cause smells within the van. To make the double travelling seat to convert into a bed, what you need to do is grab a hold of the base cushion and slide it forward so that you can get your hands behind it and tilt it forward. Then using this lever here, you'll be able to lift up and fold the backrest down, and then the back, there's a lever on that as well, which you can put down, so you can either have it down already like we did, like a parcel shelf, or you can have it up so you can utilise the space at the back. But that will give you your double bed, and then it's a case of pulling this back up, turning this over and pushing it in to form the seat. So this seat is movable up and down the rails within the vehicle, depending on what you want to carry in the back and whether you want the children, the grandchildren further closer to the cab. And to do this, what you need to do is you need to lift this forward and lift these up. So to release the clips, what you need to do is put your hand down and put some pressure on. Pull the black clip out, and then you can adjust the seat on the rails depending on where you want it. And then put it back down, lift the pin out, so to lock in, stand on the clip so it clips down on both sides, and that is the seat locked in. And then when releasing, pop your foot on it, put some pressure down first and pull the clip out and it will release. So to bring your pop top down, what you need to do is you need to ensure that the bed bolt is down first, which is this section here. Then you've got 2 handles on either side of the roof, and you need to ensure that they're pulled in until about there, and you want to ensure that the canvas is pulled in on both sides and the front before popping the roof down and securing either side with your straps. And now it is safe, tied down and ready to travel.